It's Valentine's Day, and a lot of people like to acknowledge that on social media, posting maybe like loving messages or pictures of their partners. Others try to make a buck off of them, and that brings us to Donald Trump. So he did not forget about Melania on this Valentine's Day. He has learned, after doing that in past years, not to do that. So he did acknowledge her, kind of. Here's a fundraising email that his supporters got. It's got this image from Donald J. Trump, a Valentine's Day letter to my beautiful wife. I remember this one. That's perfectly fine. It's nice. If you like Trump, if you like Melania, you'll like this. I don't doubt that. Now, when you open up the email, here's what it says. Dear Melania, I will remind you, this is not to Melania. This is to his supporters, but okay. Dear Melania, I love you. Even after every single indictment, arrest, and witch hunt, you never left my side. You've always supported me through everything. I wouldn't be the man I am today without your guidance, kindness, and warmth. Dear God, what would he be if not for those things? But anyway, you will always mean the world to me, Melania. From your husband with love, Donald J. Trump. You know how you do when you send a message to your partner and you sign it with your full name, including your middle initial and your last name. That's what you do. So anyway, okay, fine. Maybe I'm being petty or whatever. It's a sign of his love or whatever. But it goes beyond that. It says, this is you're a supporter of mine. Maybe you could leave some kind words for the first lady as well. And that's probably appealing to a lot of the people that got this message. They like Melania. She's classy or whatever. But when you click to send the kind words, what do you think it takes you to? A prompt to give him money. Not Melania, by the way. This isn't going to buying more I really don't care do you jackets or anything. This isn't like her go bag fund for when she finally splits. No, this is to go to him and his legal defense. It suggests you give him $47. So you're just excited for this couple who you believe are in love or attracted to each other or have any affection or intimacy whatsoever, and it just wants your money. And if you try to leave rather than give money, it brings this up. So now the lovey-dovey stuff is out the door. Now it's time for threats. Trump is in black and white pointing at you and saying, no matter how many vicious lies and attacks they throw our way, we'll never surrender to tyranny. Like there's nothing about love anymore. There's nothing about Valentine's Day. This is about you will die and your family will die unless you give me $47, punk. So, Valentine's Day stuff. Sharon, what do you think?
I was trying to think what the $47 is equivalent to. On Instacart, Costco, you can get 2 dozen roses, I think, for under $15. Okay, so nice, I don't know, maybe you get a triple or something like this. But it's, listen, I don't even want to criticize Donald J. Trump, which is normally what I love to do, but I'm going to reserve that for another day because this is Valentine's Day. This is what his supporters want. They want to give their last dollars. They want to do it even in a crass way with an open love letter, Valentine's Day card signed with the full name by Donald Trump. It's all good because this is what they enjoy and it's their Valentine's Day too. So I really think it's a service to those MAGA, those supporters who just can't get enough of him and his love story. And so, yeah. Hey, give him the money, go in a second time, don't wait for the threat, and we'll see. You never know where it's gonna go, but as long as it's in the right hands.
I'll never understand. I get wanting to support the politicians that you love or whatever. Like, I donated to Bernie, but if Bernie was a billionaire, Bernie's on his own.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to, there's so many Trump fans that are probably gonna struggle to get their partner what they'd like. It's not cheap, the chocolates and the roses and the balloons and all that. That's expensive stuff. But instead, just take all that money and just throw it into a billionaire who doesn't need it. Ridiculous.
And Bernie would just want those mittens. Remember the mittens and the scarf? It's easy if it's Bernie.
Maybe some pink and red ones.
That's right, yeah.
Finally, look, some of you might be thinking, John, you're being too hard on Trump. Trump didn't send that letter. That's his campaign, and he's not totally in charge of that. Don't judge the man on what his campaign does. Judge the man on what he does. So let's do that. Let's judge Donald Trump, but also Joe Biden for what they themselves did on their social media on Valentine's Day. Well, Biden sent this. It's a photo of him and his wife Jill from, I'm gonna say 60 years ago. It says, Jilly, you're the love of my life and the life of my love. Happy Valentine's Day. That's sweet. I like that. I like that. How about Trump? Trump sent this. Biden is not too old. He's too incompetent. That's sweet. Maybe that's like an in-joke between him and Melania. Maybe he didn't utterly forget about her on social media again. In his defense, there's no chance she has the Truth Social app on her phone. So anyway, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Don't be like Trump, it's weird. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.